Lesson 282. I will not be afraid of love today.
Hi there. Have you ever considered that the biggest obstacle to the realization of love in your life might be an underlying fear of love itself? How about we dive into this concept and uncover a deeper truth that lies beneath the surface of what we see and know? Let's discover what Lesson 282 has to unveil on this topic.
I will not be afraid of love today.
If I could realize but this today, salvation would be reached for all the world. This the decision not to be insane, and to accept myself as God Himself, my Father and my Source, created me. This the determination not to be asleep in dreams of death, while truth remains forever living in the joy of love. And this the choice to recognize the self whom God created as the Son He loves, and who remains my one identity. Father, your name is love and so is mine. Such is the truth. And can the truth be changed by merely giving it another name? The name of fear is simply a mistake. Let me not be afraid of truth today.
In other words, at first glance, at a superficial level of understanding, we may ask ourselves, why would I be afraid of love? But if we delve a little deeper, just beneath the surface of our conscious awareness, we may discover that, indeed, we carry a fear of love. We're not referring to romantic love, where many of us have experienced our share of fears: betrayal, abandonment, rejection, humiliation, manipulation, and so on. Beyond this, it might surprise us to realize that one of our most hidden fears is the fear of love itself. Why is that? A Course in Miracles teaches that we fear love, that unconditional and universal love which ultimately defines who we are in truth, because this love reveals to us that our truth transcends the limited self with which our ego identifies. In essence, the love of God demonstrates to the ego that its very existence is nothing but an illusion. Love signifies the end of the ego, it is its death.
Lesson 67. Love created me like itself.
Lesson 229. Love, which created me, is what I am.
So, it becomes clear that embracing love requires going beyond our fears. The more we identify with our ego, the more fear takes hold. The more we indulge in our ego's thought patterns and ways of dealing with our lives, the deeper we get trapped in its delusions, moving further away from recognizing and accepting ourselves as God created us.
Lessons 94, 110 and 162. I am as God created me.
Yet, it's crucial to remember that this fear is just as illusory as the ego itself. By understanding and embracing today's idea, we can bring about peace not only for ourselves but also for everyone around us.
Lesson 48. There is nothing to fear.
Lesson 152. The power of decision is my own.
It's our commitment to recognize our true nature, as our divine Creator sees us, full of love and devoid of fear. It means consistently making the decision to identify with our true essence, our holy self, rather than the limited ego consciousness of our typical worldly mindset. We are love. God is love. Everything else is mere illusion.
Lesson 238. On my decision all salvation rests.
We've been on this journey for a while now, and you might recall some past lessons that emphasize the importance of love and our true nature, like when we discussed how our reality is shaped by our beliefs and perceptions.
Lesson 274. Today belongs to love. Let me not fear.
Today's lesson builds on that foundation.
I will not be afraid of love today.
I will not be afraid of love today.
I will not be afraid of love today.
Isn't it such a relief to know this? Recognizing that love is our true nature and there's nothing to fear about it. And yet, this could be way out of our comfort zone, and we may find ourselves struggling in the attempt to release fear and embrace love. If this is the case, isn't it just an invaluable blessing to know exactly what we need to do to reach the love of God? Keep up with your practice morning and evening. And remind yourself of this powerful idea every hour today. If you feel fear or sense that you're holding back for some reason, repeat silently to yourself,
I will not be afraid of love today.
As we continue delving through the 7th section in the workbook for students of A Course in Miracles, titled What is the Holy Spirit?, today's lesson encourages us to trust in the Holy Spirit's guidance as we awaken to our true self. The Holy Spirit leads us from fear to love, helping us recognize our divine identity as God created us, innocent, whole, and eternally joyful. By choosing not to fear love, we move beyond illusions and accept the truth of our oneness with God. The Holy Spirit invites us to release fear and embrace the love that is our true essence. But if you haven't seen the introduction to this section, you can find a link popping up on your screen at the end of this video, or check the video description below for the link to section 7.
I will not be afraid of love today.
I will not be afraid of love today.
I will not be afraid of love today.
You're doing a fantastic job. Your commitment and openness to these lessons are truly commendable. See you tomorrow for another insightful lesson. Quick note before you go. Making these videos is a labor of love, but it's still financially challenging. If you've found value in what you've watched, please consider supporting with a donation. Even the humblest contribution means the world and ensures the continuation of these daily lessons. Thank you for your generosity.
Did you enjoy the video and find it helpful? Please give it a like and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. We have a new lesson every day. And if you've been with us for a while, please consider supporting the channel. There's a lot of love behind these videos. Check out the video description for more details.